Hey, everybody. You guys hear me? Are we on?
Oh, yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
We're loud and clear.
Is this thing working? Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to episode 2 of RedE2Start. Are you guys happy to be back for episode 2? Got a fresh new face down here.
Absolutely.
So,
Hello,
we're all going to introduce ourselves, and we're going to start with this young lady down here.
Hi, I'm Josie. I have a channel where I talk mostly about Nintendo games. So I'm excited to branch out a bit today and talk about the PS5 and stuff like that. I grew up playing all that kind of stuff. I just don't usually share it on my channel. So I'm excited to talk about it.
Nice.
All right, and then you guys.
Go
You
ahead.
want to arm wrestle for this one, Punisher?
Let's go.
Do it
Let's
right now.
I'll go ahead. Thanks again, Red Bandana. This is super fun to do. I'm glad to be back here. I'm Nick Duel. I go by Click to Enlarge. I stream on all those platforms at Click to Enlarge. So I'm just really excited to be here and talk more about games.
And yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Pusher 305 from the Mammy Geeks, and we stream at YouTube. And all we do is bring the latest and greatest from the gaming news and movie news as well, and whatever in between we can try to squeeze in there.
You would squeeze things in there.
Yeah, right.
And we all.
And well, you guys, everybody knows me. This is my channel. You guys are watching this on. Logan from Red Bandana Gaming. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, do that first and then go subscribe to all of them.
Click the subscribe button.
Yes. And then make sure you follow this guy.
Oh, no. I'm just saying click your subscribe button. I'm here
No,
for
I'm
you.
saying follow you on the Twitches.
Follow them. Follow her. Follow.
There's no one up there.
Whatever.
We have to do like the whole family look at each other.
Yeah.
It's the
I
Brady
gotta
Bunch.
look this way. Okay.
So wait, no, there's nothing over there. It's like, hey, there we go, and then down there. Okay. Alrighty. So, hey, we got people talking already. Hey, that's me. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Alrighty. Yeah, it is my first. It's actually my first live stream since October of 2021. I know you guys have been live streaming quite consistently.
I took a break. I took like a bit of a sabbatical, dude. I took a couple weeks off, man. I
don't stream. I just record, but there's sometimes I gotta stop.
A year and a half.
Give or take.
All right, I'm doing better than you. I streamed because I'll stream mornings on TikTok. Like I have a whole subgroup of followers on TikTok, and so I stream Call of Duty dailies in the morning before people are like going to work. Like, you know, my demographics like 15 and basically up to our age and older. So I get people coming in there, hanging out, doing Call of Duty dailies, and it's fun. It's cool stuff. But
I'm about to pop in one day when I'm at work. I'm like, "What's up?"
Yeah, you should pop in. I don't go by Click to Enlarge though. Someone from China has Click to Enlarge. I go by Nicky Duel there.
I wonder why.
Whatever. I digress anyway.
Wow, I just realized that my audio is not coming out of my headset, so I need to change this up.
We can hear you. Can we hear you on stream? That's the question.
That is yes.
Yes.
No, we can hear you perfectly fine.
I can hear you.
I double checked. You're good.
Yeah.
Where's headset? There we go. Okay, no, because I was getting sound from my computer and nothing up here, and I just realized that. So, all right, now you guys don't sound terrible.
Oh.
So, well, you do.
I do?
No, you don't.
Okay. I tried to fix that problem this time around, right? So.
Okay. Now I have it turned up too loud, of course, because that's how it works. Alrighty, so now that we've got the troubleshooting out of the way, let's just go around and everybody tell the audience what we're playing, what you guys are playing this as of, I guess, this week.
Say ladies
Let's
first.
start.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I've kind of been all over the place this week. I'm trying to get through Metroid Fusion for the first time. I'm terrible at Metroid games, very, very bad at them, and so it's taking me a while, but it's pretty fun. And I'm also in the process of getting through Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. And then I played like Fortnite on the side, which is kind of embarrassing, but that's been fun. But yeah.
No, don't feel bad. I just downloaded it. because again, like I was telling you guys, apparently the guys from Geeks and Gamers are really big into it. So I'm like, hey, if they're playing it, let me give it a shot. So I've never played it before.
Oh, it's fun to play with other people. Playing by yourself is not very fun, but with other people, it's a good time.
Yeah, I downloaded it on PS5, so.
Yeah.
Well, I've been playing Atomic Heart because I have the Xbox Game Pass, which I think is phenomenal, especially since I'm a PC player and I could get access to all these games. But Atomic Heart, it's really good, and I think it's only at like a $39.99 price tag. What you get for it, it's physically it's $60. I looked at it on PS5. Yeah. Well, when I saw it the day of when it came out on Steam, it was $39.99. So that might have been like a launch day special price.
Yep.
For a non-physical. So yeah, it's I'm really enjoying it. It's fantastic.
That's pretty cool. I ain't playing nothing. I got nothing to play with right now.
I bet that's
I
not
can
true.
argue with that one.
But man, we all got jokes here, ladies and gentlemen. We all have jokes. But right now, I'm not playing nothing. But I am kind of preparing myself to go see Shazam in theaters. Hopefully, maybe Saturday. Try at least, and maybe try to catch an early
64.
matinee of
64. I want to see 64.
64 looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, but I want to see that and also Scream 6.
Oh, my roommate just saw that one. She said it's pretty
really
fire.
good.
Was it good?
Yeah, she
It
said
looked
so.
pretty good. John Wick 4 is out or coming out? 3 hours long?
Yeah.
I'm going to see it in theaters, but like I'm going to, nothing against the movie I'm watching, because if I'm going to the theater to watch it, like it's something I want to enjoy. I get the big, large popcorns, like the biggest one you can get, a big cherry cola. Halfway through the movie, dude, I get that sugar rush, and I pass out for 15 minutes. I take a little nap.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm back.
I can't do popcorn.
Oh,
my teeth. Well, you guys know I'm having that surgery next week, so
yes,
maybe
sir.
after then I'll be able to have it. But I got something to admit about John Wick.
Not a fan.
Never seen a one.
What?
Well, I was giving my buddy some flack for not seeing the second and third one, so it's okay. We'll forgive you for now.
I'll watch it. Isn't it on HBO Max?
I think
It's
so.
everywhere.
I think so. But just watch the first one, dude. The first one's just gonna hook you in so good.
Yeah, the first
I
one's
love that.
fantastic.
That movie's
I'm
so
one
good.
of those. I have to watch them all. So
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
If I
once
watch
you
the
the first, it's just gonna grab you. It's just gonna gravitate you to watch the whole series. You're gonna be like, oh, I gotta watch this. And Keanu Reeves is just amazing.
I just realized I haven't watched Mando episode 3 this week.
I haven't watched it either. I'm gonna do it probably after this.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
I'll probably do it
Oh
tomorrow.
wow. Okay. Oh, so yeah, okay. I guess on to me now. So I just recently finished Hogwarts Legacy. Well, main storyline. I still got to max out the character and do side quests, but I decided to stop that right now, and I'm playing through WWE 2K23, my Rise mode with my creative character. So I'm going to do that, and then until next month when Star Wars Jedi Survivor comes out. So trying to beat games that I actually start in 2022.
Congratulations, you're a better man than me. How many hours? Do you have in Hogwarts?
I want to say it was around 30 when I stopped. So,
but I'm sure there's like 20, at least 10.
Oh no, there's
plus,
a lot.
15 plus hours of.
I think to do everything, it's roughly around 60 is what I've heard.
Not bad.
So,
All right.
But there's a lot of tedious side quests, collecting things.
That's when I go
fighting things. Yeah, those things.
Yeah.
You know, that RPG filler.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Breath of the Wild's full of that garbage.
Oh, whoa.
Hopefully,
Mini
sorry.
games are pretty fire.
Something
Tears.
just caught my throat there. There's better games than Breath of the Wild, but that's a topic. That's a conversation that we can have another time.
Well,
which I think
as long as you don't make the comment about said series.
Hey, Hey,
See that?
I can't. Here, to be fair, I cannot comment on that series on Elder Scrolls because I've never played it.
Okay, because if
I
I never
did,
said it was a bad
and you
game. I
said
just said
something
I've never
bad,
played
I
it.
would pull rank and kick you. I'd just be like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Actually, I think I might own it in my Steam library. Okay, I got to double check.
Come on,
because...
Elder Scrolls tattoos. I love it enough. I have it tattooed on me.
Sweet.
No, I get the same response from I get it from friends that they're like, "Why do I even talk to you?" And it's like, take it easy.
Yeah, got a point. Like, why do I talk to you?
Wow.
Well, I think you're a genuine person. Maybe. How about that?
Sure, we'll go with that because I say the same thing. See, the only guy drinking water here. What do I still have from earlier?
I got it, dude.
Yesterday,
I've been sick.
and that's from today.
I
I think that's from today. I don't know. So
Are you sure that it's not vodka, dude?
it could be snot vodka. What's snot vodka?
I'll take a shot.
That's
Please.
just me mumbling.
Take a shot. I actually have. I went to my local brewery last night and got a crowler of this. Oh, what is it called? Story Horse Stout. But it's one of those crowlers. No, the one that I sent you a picture of. I was having that at. I forget what drink that was, but that was from Funky Buddha. It was at a place called the Whole Enchilada. So. Yeah, I've been. I tell you what, I haven't been drinking that much at all. So when I do, it's like one or two, and I'm feeling good.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I wish I had that type of tolerance.
I used to have
It'd take me about
9.
half a year to build something like that up.
9.
Lack of. You
I used
drink
to have 9 before I got drunk, or even got a buzz.
That's a
So,
heavy
but
duty.
yeah, look, we're talking
Heavy
about
duty.
something that she can't talk about.
I just can't comment. I can't
Yeah,
comment,
she
but I get it.
Yeah.
I get
Not
it.
legally.
Like, I understand.
legally.
Anyway.
Alrighty.
We digress.
So, what are we going to talk about? PlayStation 5? Is that what we're going to talk about, or are we just going to BS for a little bit?
I
'Cause that's
say
what
go
we've already
right into the
Oh.
juice, baby.
We're only
Let's
about
go.
13 minutes of BSing.
Head first. Let's go.
You would.
Zing.
And you think about the room that he's in right now? You should be ashamed. Shame.
Well, yeah. I am. I'm actually looking at everything right now, looking right back at me. It's pretty scary. Like this little guy right here, just staring right at me.
That is pretty creepy.
Love
It is.
me. Play
But
with
Yeah, it's
me.
like,
I've got something really cool.
Oh, it's saying scary. I'm like, oh, there's nothing as scary as this.
Boom.
You guys play do you guys play Sea of Thieves at all?
Actually,
yeah, I
I,
have.
I did.
I 3D printed this, painted it, and it actually glows green. I just don't have batteries in it.
You have a 3D
That's-
printer?
Yes, I do.
That is insane.
I even have a little. If you play Apex, I even painted myself a little Apex tick.
That's
Doesn't
cool.
glow though, but it's semi-functional.
That's pretty cool,
It's
dude.
not with
That's
me
what
over
she
here
said.
on top of
Semi-functional.
it. Anyways.
That guy down. Wait, where is he? Down there.
Oh, this
You're
one.
gonna get us kicked from YouTube. That's what.
Oh,
that's what's gonna
unbelievable.
happen here.
I didn't say nothing. I'm just giving finger language for people that don't understand.
Finger language, really?
I can't say
Yeah,
sign language.
look at this. We
It
got
can't be
people dropping after you said finger language.
dropping or coming.
Unbelievable.
You're gonna be coming here for this. This is fun.
All of that.
All of that. Let's talk about video games because she's looking very uncomfortable at the moment.
I see that. I'm so sorry.
It's good.
All right, so this PS5 nonsense, this PS5 Pro nonsense. Did you know that just a few weeks ago I did a video because the whole thing was PS6. Sony's not even going to focus on a Pro. They're going to come out with a Slim with a detachable disk drive. Not even going to focus on the Pro. And then just jump to 6 and 6 in 2026. Looks like that's all BS.
I would think so. I think they want to push this the PS5 bloodline for quite some time. And
Yeah.
because honestly, like you still can't really go into a store and even buy a regular console still.
Not true. Not true.
Over here, I don't see them anywhere, man.
Here, I've done 2 shorts of. I went to my local Walmart. There was one on the shelf the other day, one on the shelf again, and then I went. I think it was yesterday to pick up some. I don't know, something for dinner. I think it was some bread or something like that. And then I went. I always go into the video game section. 3. They had 3.
Were they bundles or were they just the standalone console?
2 regular, and then 1 God of War.
And with the regulars, were those the CD drives or the digital?
Disk drive.
The disc drive. Okay.
Now that's one thing I haven't seen the digital one anywhere, except my local game store. They've now can get them at regular cost, so they're at MSRP over there. So they have disc space, they have the bundles and the regular.
Well, I have here in the Midwest, it's a little bit different. I mean, I keep looking at the Targets and Walmarts every time I'm there. Maybe I'm not going enough.
Targets hasn't had them here, so don't feel bad. I've seen PS4s, Series S's, but that's it. And every Switch you can think of.
I have been at Walmart in a hot minute. Target last weekend, I see none, but I know that there's a store. There's a big store. It's called BrandsMart here in Miami.
Yeah, we got them here.
Yeah, and
isn't BrandsMart nationwide?
I'm not
BrandsMart
sure.
USA.
I'm not sure, to be honest, but I know that they had a pallet down here in Miami of PS5s. I think all digital, but I can't really confirm that. And
is that the one off the Palmetto?
Yeah, right off the Palmetto.
Yeah. And the question is too, like, what's majority buying? Like, I know, like Red Bandana, you and I, we're like physical. We like tangible physical discs. We like putting, so we like that. But what does the vast majority like?
Well, it's funny that you say that. It seems like the people or even the big channels that I've been watching or paying attention to, like RGT85, they seem to be saying that they're going more along the lines of digital just to stop with the clutter.
Interesting.
But think about it this way. Look what's happening with the Wii U. Look what's happening with the 3DS. Those are going offline. You might lose access to certain games. God forbid your system shut down or it breaks and you can't log back online to re-download those after a certain time.
Yeah, see, that's why I just, we can start branching off to like DRM and then the servers going down and then not being able to play your game, which I think happened a couple weeks ago, but that's kind of like old news. Now I'm just really trying to wonder too, with this future PS5, this PS5 Pro.
Well, you're talking about the Slim or the Pro? Because the Slim supposedly is, I did a video earlier today.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch it to like taint my mind.
After this stream, everybody go watch the video. It's probably on the side, depending on what you're watching. But yeah, apparently we are still getting that Slim with the detachable disc this year. And then next year, the Pro. The rumor is the Pro might even have just one version with that disk drive as well. And that came from Forbes. I cited Forbes today. So,
I'll be honest. I'll read some of their articles and I kind of go, it's Forbes.
That's exactly what I said.
But
that's exactly what I said.
Who's ever over there doing it and doing their research, it seems like they're staying on top of what's going on.
Well, it's funny because that's exactly what I said, because some of their articles just show, especially, I don't want to get into it, but politics can be very But when you get into their video game coverage, they've been on point. They are the ones who leaked who basically gave us all the info about the Switch OLED before it came out. So
credit where credit's due, I guess,
Josie, you don't have a PS5, do you?
No, I have an Xbox Series S. I want to get a PS5. I probably will when I move back, but I moved to Florida for like 6 months, and I feel like getting a PS5 is it's just big. So I feel like I don't really have room for it right now. I want one bad, but
I've got a game right here. You guys know what this game is? Do you know what this game is without me showing?
I can't tell. I should know this.
It's something red.
Nope.
Fortnite.
No. Can you read that?
I can't read. Shoot.
Well, you need to learn how to read first.
I can't see it. I'm blind.
Oh, you need. There you go. It's Wanted Dead. It's made by Team Ninja. So
Team Ninja makes some great stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't Team Ninja do
never mind.
Metal Gear Rising?
Yes, which I was just wearing my T-shirt yesterday. I have
That game was awesome.
Can you
I had
guys
to go
see
back
this
to
thing?
it.
Look how
See-
big
oh yeah,
that
bring
is.
out the. Oh, is it connected?
Yeah,
It's so big. They're so big. They're
that's what
like
she said. And then I got the little guy right here. Well, you can't pull that one out. That one's a little small.
That's what she said too.
I'm not a big fan of the small one. I like the big boy over here.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about PS5 compared to the
okay.
Series S.
sure.
Bada
Sure you are.
bing.
Oh wait,
Uh,
I just realized. Let's not ignore the chat over here. Hey John, how's it going over there? Looks like he's been saying yes. I have been playing Fortnite. I believe the PS5 Pro will be 2 versions, but I can't see with 2 versions of the Pro. Do you guys think you'll
No,
two versions?
no.
Nah,
Literally insane.
that's gonna be a waste of money.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it's not a 512 gigabyte. I hope it's a 2 terabyte. So what if they do that? What if they do 2 hard drive sizes?
I mean,
If they
it's
were
gonna
to
be
do
all-
2 hard
it's
drive
all-
sizes, they're going to go the PC route. They're going to have. I don't think they're going to do this, to be honest. They'll have one for the operating system to boot, and then a separate one for the games. And I don't think it'll be 2 terabytes. I think it'll be 1 terabyte. Because isn't there a 1 terabyte already for PS5?
No, this one's 825. I think this one's
It's an
825.
odd number for the size for the hard
Yeah,
drive.
825. It's 825 or 850. It's something weird like that.
Yeah, it's not a full terabyte.
Yeah, the Series X is a full terabyte, and then the Series S is a 512. So
I think if they're gonna do something, I've been saying this for a long time. I know they're not gonna probably do it, but it's just me spitting ball here in my head. If they're gonna do a detachable drive, that's probably gonna cost them more money, and it's gonna be a waste of time unless they do one that's USB compatible and just kind of like plug and play. And
yeah,
that
that's
would
what it
be-
is. It's Type C. Supposedly, it's a Type C,
C.
and the rumor has it that the whole thing is going to make it a lot cheaper for them to just build one unit. Well, whether you got the Slim, one version of the Slim, one version of the Pro, and then that universal disk drive.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, it'll make more sense. I mean, thinking about it like that, and then also for them to build it, because I know that there's a chip shortage in China and all that stuff going on. I'm not sure if it's coming back up.
Supposedly that's over. That's why we're being able to find them in stores, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
Yeah.
And when it comes to like these type of machinery, for them to start pumping it out for us or the consumer, now we have to worry about also if they're going to start not price gouging, but we're going to have these freaking scalpers trying to rob these machines again and start selling for a high price, making it again, not accessible for people like Josie and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's just my 2 cents at least.
So, go ahead, Josie. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like a lot of the stuff with the pros and like people wanting more systems isn't thinking about the fact that like the people making the systems, not the consumers, don't necessarily care if their system is selling, like as long as their system is selling well, because it's like they're succeeding already. They don't really see too much of a need unless there's like a big dip. In my
Right.
opinion, at least, I've only like experienced like very recent and followed like recent gaming trends, but from what I've seen, they're not really they don't really do things until there's a big dip, and then they want to get out of the dip, and then they do something else.
That's a Nintendo way.
Yes,
That's a Nintendo
yeah,
thought.
100%. That's Nintendo.
Sony is one of those that it's like, hey, everybody's still buying our stuff. Here, make another one. Now you're going to buy this one. Where Nintendo's like, all right, there's a lull, new version, slap some crazy graphics or a better screen, people buy it again.
Okay.
Or just make it smaller like they did with the Switch Lite. So what you're describing is exactly what Nintendo does.
Okay.
I think part of marketing, though, I think it's manufactured regardless of what company. Sony,
Agreed.
Xbox, or Switch. They create like anything, dude. You create a demand, you get the demand high, then you push your stuff out. Then it's rare, and then you see all this hype going on while production is still going. Like, I think a lot of it is manufactured.
Agreed.
I also think that with PlayStation doing this, it's not an upper hand, because if my memory serves me correct, Xbox said that with the Xbox Series X or S, whatever it is, the big freaking little refrigerator looking thing,
The X,
they said that was going to be their last console until, because they're going to try putting everything mostly available like on TVs, maybe Nintendo and stuff like that. So I think they're going to try to stop the console war, and PlayStation might have an upper hand if they play the ball right and make sure that keep people like us wanting more and buying these systems.
So then you're kind of saying then, and maybe I might just be thinking out loud, is do you think the future then, let's just stay on Sony, right? Do you think the future of Sony is we buy a little, which they tried to do, I forgot, like they had like a Sony TV box.
Oh, yeah, played Vita games.
The PlayStation TV.
Yeah, that, what was it called? One. You remember?
PlayStation TV.
It was PlayStation TV.
Yeah.
What if, and maybe I'll make a prediction here, what if the next gen PlayStation console is a new PlayStation TV that with their own service, the streaming services now, that's the way to go. Like you don't need a full console now. Now you're just streaming off of servers.
To be honest, I don't think that Sony has never been one of those where they're not going to give you something to buy tangible. Sony's a very big hardware company. They're not the greatest with software, but Microsoft, that's something that I can definitely see Microsoft going for. I think they tested the waters with the Series S, and now they're supposed to come out with the one that's all cloud gaming, which is all based on Game Pass, not like the Series S kind of isn't. But I see Microsoft doing that over Sony.
I did say one prediction, and it's kind of like a long shot, but it's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. And it's kind of like in the sense of computer gamers, PC gamers. You know how we have to buy certain things to make our gaming a little bit more better GPU, CPU, and stuff like that. I'm in the lines of, if Xbox and PlayStation will do something like the fact you want a good machine, like you don't have to wait for a Pro or nothing. How about this? We're going to give you a bareback machine right now, a simple model, but you can upgrade it. You can add a better GPU, more
modular console.
Yeah, and then you're making your own console, but by them. So you're making your own PS5. It's going to be either a high end or it's going to be just simple enough that you can buy for you and your family, and it's all you. And I don't know why I have a feeling that something like that might come along the line. And I've been saying this for a long time.
You know what? Yeah, they've talked about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that'd be hard to develop for, though. No, or like,
I just think it's more work than what Sony might want to do.
Yep.
Because and the argument that I'm going to say with that is now it's essentially you just have a PC, and I don't and here's what I also want to bring up too. I think I have, don't get me wrong, I have a PC, but I have consoles and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But I think the luxury of owning a console is being able to go home, press the power button, sit on your couch and play a game. I just don't think
open it up, pop it, and then good to go.
And that's it.
Or if you're digital, just download.
Yeah, you just turn it on
elsewhere. Because right now, I send when I was at work, I sent a couple games to my PS5 for my daughter so she could play. And when I get home, it's just click on, turn on, play, and that's it.
And I think that's
I've been doing that with my Xbox. When the new game on Game Pass comes out, I'm like, download, and then wherever I am when I get home, bam, it's already downloaded. I just have to assign it to which Xbox. That's one bad thing when you have multiple.
Of the 20 you have?
I only have 3 right now. We're down to 2 Series X's and 1 Series S.
Nick, you were going to say something, though.
No, I like that's. I mean, that's just just what I'm thinking. Because also, I think Steam tried to do a console,
Steam
like
box,
a Steam box, and they tried to do something like that for essentially the PC community too. And I think it just went and it failed.
That's what the Steam Deck is now, pretty much, because they have that dock for it and everything.
I love my Steam Deck. I never play it, but I love it. I don't know.
It's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, the Steam Deck is pretty dope, and especially that it's kind of the same thing like the Nintendo Switch, just more beefy, more hardware, just to play other games on there. So I think
it will emulate the Nintendo Switch. I love my
Switch any day. I'm a console guy, so yeah.
I think you could. Well, there's people that have been breaking the Steam Decks and make them to like compatible to other games. which is pretty
Yeah.
dope. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty freaking dope. I love watching those channels.
Sounds like too much of a hassle. I'm happy with the Linux software it comes with. And anytime you start breaking consoles, like especially like a Switch and stuff like that, or maybe even the Steam Deck, you risk bricking those things, man, to
Right.
where they're just never going to start again. I'm like,
And at
I'm
$400
good.
or $500, I'm sorry.
dude, yeah, no, sorry, I'll pass.
Like I might get one, a Steam Deck down the line, but I just don't do enough PC gaming. So
Have you
my whole-
seen?
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say,
Go,
have
Jen.
you seen how they have to like hack the Switch? You have to go in and you have to short circuit one of the actual board. That's
There's a
insane.
little piece to 3D print.
Yeah.
At least on the first generation of the
Yeah,
Switch.
yeah,
It's nuts. Yeah, you have to short it.
yeah. It's
So-
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
not me. Nah.
No. Hey, I take apart PCs any day, but I ain't gonna mess with the board. No, I'm okay. I'm right.
Yeah.
These sausage fingers are not meant to break things like that.
You know what? Well, we've got Leo in the chat actually brought up something good. It says he was responding. He said, "Or make a PS Vita 2." You know, there's been a lot of talk about the Vita lately. There have been people saying, "Hey, why doesn't Sony jump back into the handheld market?" It doesn't look like they're going to, but what if they did? I mean, to compete with the Switch. But when you've got the jawbones or whatnot that you can just put on the side of your phone,
Yeah, see, you're like, here's what I'll say. I think it's a little bit of a pipe dream. I know the Vita is very loved, and I think they're actually increasing in price these days, used on
Yep.
eBay, which good for that, bad for collectors and people that want to play it. But okay, who has the real stronghold right now on portable on the big, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo. Nintendo is controlling
Of course.
the portable gaming market.
they
But
always
then-
have.
But then take Nintendo out of the picture, bring up what you just said. Put on sticks on this. Everybody,
Yeah, dude, my wife got me the Razer Kishi.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Right? Yeah, and then every time I go get my, I'm sitting in Chevy getting my car serviced. I'm sitting there. I pull this thing out. I pop it. I was playing High on Life. I was playing Forza the other day for Forza Horizon. I'm just playing all my Xbox games on my phone. Nuts.
which is insane. I
and
just
it
think
looks fantastic.
I just think it would there would be hype around it, and then it would just kind of turn into what the previous Vita did, where it just kind of fizzled away. I feel like it just fizzled away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after the PlayStation, freaking the first handheld they made, which was phenomenal to me. That first one, when it came out with the PlayStation 3, if I'm not mistaken,
Mhm.
first handheld, I forgot what it's called.
PSP.
First gen.
PSP.
Yeah, the PSP, correct. But then after that, they try to replicate it and try to make it better, and it just never really worked. And I just feel that they probably felt the burn when they made the PSP Go and all that, and they saw that it was not making enough sales, so they just said, you know what, let's just focus on making a console before we do anything with handhelds again. But you're not wrong, though. I think it's time that they make at least a portable console for people that can actually link up to their PS5 or PS5 Pro whenever that comes out. And
You know
make
what?
something happen.
You make a good point, but so does Leo again. He pulls up this thing saying, even if they made PS4 ports, would be worth it because there's so many AAA titles. Think about it this way. What if they made it compatible with the games you already own for PS4? What if you can all that PS4 library and play it on the Vita 2 or the PSP 2 or the PS whatever they want to call it? Now, with that whole existing library, do you think it would sell better then? Do you think it could rival the Switch?
That's a good question.
I think that Sony has the at-home console thing on lock. Like they have the power, they know how to develop for them, they know how to make those like big experiences, like with their games and stuff. But I think that honestly, if they jump into portable gaming and it's just to basically stream games, it's like, why would I get that when I can just grab the Razer thing and put it on my phone and stream the game that way? I think it's kind of pointless to a certain degree, unless they're going to develop specific games, but then people are going to complain that it's not as powerful and it can't play the games. You know, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of very complicated.
Sony, I feel like is going to do what they do best, and that's push Sony. Look at how they want them to be the inclusive for only Sony, right? That's why they're always doing like timed releases.
Exclusive, I think, is the word you're looking for.
Exclusives. Yeah, sorry, exclusives. Thank you. And that's what they're going to do because I know Microsoft is trying to play fair, even though Microsoft is buying up everything now these days.
Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we did talk about that last time. So
yeah, I don't want to. That's for everyone watching. Check out that last.
Go watch the last episode.
Go watch the last episode
because it got shadow banned.
Yeah.
It won't. This one won't. I promise.
Yeah. I think, and I think I always and Bandana, you might be able to correct me on this, but I always feel like Sony's constantly in flux on actually making a profit off their consoles and their sales, right? So,
for the first couple years, it's always been this way, except for the PS3. The PS3 almost never made a profit until I think it was 4 or 5 years into it. The hardware did not make any profit, but I think this one they started making profit this year on the console. Mm-hmm. But Sony doesn't make money on the consoles. Neither does Microsoft. They don't care about that. That's why do you think Microsoft is like, hey, here's 1 million different controllers, just buy these. We don't care about games, just buy the controllers. Sony's been notorious about that this generation as well.
I've noticed.
How many DualSenses have they come out with? Who's got them all? Look at this. It's retarded. Look at me. It makes me look stupid for buying so many controllers. But no, it's their fault for watching the videos. Thank you all for watching the videos.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're fantastic. I always look for every time I see a new controller. I think I sent you the retro arcade new Xbox.
The arcade
I'm already going to get that. I'm like, awesome. I can't wait for the video.
Yeah, it comes out 3 days before my birthday. I saw it on Instagram and I went,
nice.
Thanks for taking my money.
But I will say the PS5 controller has got to be hands down the best $70 console controller you can get.
Or you could be like me and buy the $200 one, or buy the $90 ones because it's got some Hogwarts Legacy gold print on it.
Or be cheap
like money. Do what you want.
One.
Or just not have it at all, because that's what I have.
Oh, you'll get one soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you don't have to take it as a carry-on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
or use it as a heater.
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
No, believe it or not, my Series S is the hottest running console in this house. It already shut down on me twice. It almost died completely because it overheated.
Wow.
And all of a sudden it just started working again, but it gave me that overheating error twice, and then it would just create a massive amount of heat. And I was like, crap, I think I got to get rid of it. And then get a new one or get it fixed or whatnot. And then about 2 days later, it just started working again. So it's not rare. I looked it up online, and apparently it's a thing with the Series S.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, it's a little guy.
Wait.
I was just waiting for the comment. I was baiting you for that one, dude.
I know you were. I know you were.
Anyways, moving on. I'll speak in innuendo and in euphemisms all night.
I mean, we have to. We have to keep this party going.
All right, there we go. I don't know why I found that so funny.
I mean, is there anything else that I think
See, I could go on talking about this. I could go on for hours talking about the PS5 and the PS6 and the Pro, just because I talk about it so much on the channel. Because if it wasn't for these rumors, I wouldn't have enough to make content. And it's so great, but so annoying at the same time. So, but we can talk. Thank you, Leo, for another topic. PSVR 2.
I heard it's the best VR experience you'll get out of pocket.
Except for the earbuds.
Yes. Aside from the earbuds
and the stuff, the thing that goes around your eyes. If you have
the
glasses,
rubber.
Yeah, if you have glasses, it's.
If you want to pay Yeah, if you want to pay that entry fee of $6.99 or $6.50,
I think it's $5.99 with a game. $5.49, five something. It's almost $600 with a game.
That's not too bad if you have the money to do it. Do it, because I mean, I could list a whole bunch. I love.
Weren't you telling me to buy it so you can know how it is? Weren't you asking me about buying it?
Maybe.
Someone was. I thought it was you that was saying, "Oh, did you get the PSV?" Someone, one of my friends did say, "Oh, no." One of my friends, I remember who asked me. He's like, "Did you get the PSVR 2?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Are you going to?" No. He's like, "Dang it!" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because I want to play it, but I don't want to buy it."
Well,
so he's gonna come to my house and play it.
The problem is, I think the games are a little bit limited right now. But when they get like half, I don't know if console's gonna get it. If it gets Half-Life Alyx, and you have a PSVR 2, dude, it is hands down one of the most amazing immersive experiences I have had in VR. Aside from playing Elite Dangerous with my joystick and throttle, that's a space sim game for people. That's PC. No, it's on console too. Elite Dangerous, but you need a throttle. You need a joystick and throttle to play space sims, man.
I'm sure you do.
Oh man, I wasn't thinking about that when I set you up.
I bit my tongue the whole time.
We're family.
I saw you just going.
We are family friendly here. We're family friendly. I don't want to get shadow banned again.
No, that's why we're keeping it PG. We're just making sure.
Pew pew pew.
I think we're closer to the PG-13 right now.
We're all right. As long as we don't curse, we're good.
Yes, please, not that again.
Anyways,
so yes, all right. What else are we were talking about the PlayStation for quite some time. How about those Konami rumors that you hit me with earlier today? And the thing is, you asked me. Sorry, Nick. You asked me about that, and I was like, I think I addressed it the other day in a video that I made about the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake and new Castlevania games. Has everybody here played a Castlevania game?
Nintendo.
That's fine. Castlevania game.
The Castlevania. In Nintendo.
Okay. In Smash, the classic mode, I played that as Richter. So in a way,
you have Switch Online.
Halfway there.
Have you not played Castlevania X?
Is it on there?
No, is it Castlevania X or Super Castlevania? Super Castlevania is on there, right?
I thought it wasn't, because I think I might be wrong, but
I know there's Castlevania on the NES.
That
I think Super Castlevania is on there, isn't it?
I should know this because I was going through the SNES games last night on my Switch. I'm almost certain that they have it, because it would be egregious for Nintendo to not put it on there.
Because they have Castlevania on the NES one. I think Castlevania 1 and 2.
I mean, they almost missed out on GoldenEye, like, by a hair, and luckily they brought it out. So they should have
a list, actually.
We all have computers sitting in front of us, and we're like, I think, maybe, I don't know.
I'm trying to look it up right now, but I can't find it.
We're all just like, I don't know.
I'm kind of
I had my Switch.
I
have 13 Switches and not a one in this room right now.
Because there's the Sega Genesis too. Online.
Bloodlines.
So there's Bloodlines is on there for Sega, and I'm going through the find. Don't tell me that's the only Castlevania that's coming up. That's the only one coming up is Bloodlines for the Sega Virtual Console, and wow.
Yeah, I don't think Castlevania is on there.
Super Castlevania is not on there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's on the Wii U. I just booted up my Wii U today, by the way, to make sure it still works.
Oh, dude, I got to do that.
Works.
Tell the viewers, though, about what you told me about the Wii U.
Okay, so there's a memory issue that if you do not use the Wii U, it has now developed an issue where it will not boot because it'll just die after such a long time of no use, where Nintendo, nobody knew this before. So some people who are going 1, 2, 3 years without playing their Wii U are now booting it up for an error message. I hadn't turned on my Wii U in about a year or so, and I did it today, literally right before jumping on the podcast. I think I uploaded a short about it, which should be live now if you guys want to check that out. and it works, and it's completely fine. It took a little longer. There are 2 updates that you have to do. I think there was one for the console, one for the gamepad. Not sure, but I just had click, click, click. Everything was fine. And if you have a Wii U, make sure you update it, turn it on. You know, otherwise it's going to die.
I'm going to do this after. Definitely going to do that after this. And let me tell you.
Oh! Hold on.
Continue.
If you do not have DuckTales Remastered, buy it now. It's $2.99
for Wii U.
Yes.
I have it.
I'll get it.
I have
I'll
it
turn
physically on
tonight.
PS3 sealed, but I'm going to buy it for $2.99.
I loved my Wii U. But you.
Agreed.
I thought it was great.
Love the Wii. Yep.
And one of my favorite Zelda experiences was Wind Waker because of their screen and the inventory was constantly in your hand and the speaker and everything. I think Wind Waker is better than Breath of the Wild. That's my opinion. We could talk about that another time.
Wow, you're really wanting to get kicked off this podcast, aren't you?
Dude, you don't like Elden Ring.
We're not going to get
All
into that.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying. But I'm not really saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to threaten your life over this. You guys all know that story, right? About what happened to me last year because I said I don't like a game.
I don't think they do. You should tell them.
I had death threats. I had 3 major YouTubers sick their audiences after me. I got hundreds of thousands of harassing messages, death threats. My wife is the one who runs my Facebook. She said multiple death threats because I didn't like said game.
What game?
Elden Ring.
Oh.
They can kiss my butt. I'll tell them right there straight up.
Yeah.
Face. I don't give a damn.
I mean, I just think it's unnecessary. It's like they act like they're part of the
In a
developers
cult.
that made the game.
They're like, what? You don't like that?
Yeah, they like people like they disliked, bombed all my videos, my last 10, 15 videos, harassed me, everything. I had to put filters and stuff on. But yeah, they actually, there were different channels that had their audiences come after me and attack me personally. And because I said I didn't like the game.
And they posted that video on Reddit too. But after the smoke and everything cleared, you ended up building a little bit more of an audience
with 1,000 more subscribers.
Worth it.
Bring the hate.
Yeah, I doubled the amount of revenue I was making.
Perfect.
So I'm like, I got 2 words for you. So
I got 2 words for you too. I got to say one.
So,
Jesus.
So yeah, well, there you go, and I'll own it. I have no problem saying I hate the game. I don't care what anybody says. I hate the game.
I think the game's phenomenal, but everyone's entitled to their opinion, and that's okay. I don't
Hey,
judge
look,
you.
Josie, we got one of your peoples over here. Nintendo Memories.
Yo, Nintendo Memories. What's going on?
So yeah, I was watching. I was watching your stream the other night. I was at the gym because normally I watch this guy stream when I'm at the gym. That sounds weird, and if he's not on, I'm watching Tim cast. But so she was streaming Metroid Fusion, and I was like,
Great.
you know what, I'm gonna watch this. And then this Nintendo Memories over here was every time she gets stuck, tip. I'm like, I was like, maybe let me grab. Whatever, he's got it. Or
He guided me through all of Metroid Prime Remastered. I'd never played that game before, and I was like, all right, got the next Chozo thing. Well, where am I supposed to go now? And he would just like tell me the locations of each. It was pretty phenomenal.
Make a right, and then make a left.
Yeah.
Shoot the invisible.
like-
shoot the stone there and the
Yeah.
roll
that's
through
what
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I didn't have him, I would have quit that game. I was like,
Play Super Metroid is phenomenal.
yeah,
Best
I finished
Metroid
Super Metroid.
Oh my god, what an amazing game!
Yeah.
They should
That's
have
the
that.
game that got me into Metroid was Super Metroid.
But
It's
that
just-
I
game
remember
is
getting
really
on
the
my
most
Super.
confusing thing in the world. I've never been more lost than I was in that game at every single point.
Have you
You're
ever
lost.
played a Gauntlet
Just start
game?
shooting the walls.
Yeah, that's what I came to at a certain point.
If you want to get confused, if you want to get lost, play a Gauntlet game. There you go. That's how you get, the older Gauntlets.
Screw Gauntlet, dude. I've been murdered because of my. You know what? I know Uncle Willie and Cousin Jose are watching. Screw you, Jose. Screw you. I'm an old man with magic, and you killed me with a freaking bomb because you thought I was doing something to you, you dirty bastard. Please continue.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you feel better now? I mean, I hope.
It's a little. Sometimes it's a little bit there. It's a little compressed right here. I gotta get it out. But you're not gonna be.
Maybe we should. That made me think. Maybe we should do that. Maybe sometimes we should have live game streams where we all play a game together, like Mario Kart or Gauntlet, or something like that, or maybe Mario Party, and I don't know, something like that, where we can all play and then just have people chastise us for how bad we play the games.
I'm down.
Have you seen how I get roughed in Apex Legends, dude?
Yes.
You know why?
Yes,
because I play with somebody who's like like his KDR is way higher than mine. He plays in platinum lobbies, and then I come in and the skill based matchmaking tries to reach. Apex Legends isn't like a mid range type of game. Either you're good or you suck.
Yes.
I don't even remember if I played it. I played what do you call it? Titanfall 2.
Oh, wow. The single player of Titanfall 2, I bought digitally for $4.99 or $3.99 on Amazon. It was one of the best single player experiences I ever had for $4. Highly recommended if no one's played it. Titanfall 2 single player, phenomenal.
I have.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, Konami, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. What were we talking about?
We got to Konami. We talked about Konami. Rumors of new Castlevania.
Okay.
Then
I'm going to ask the same question. Has anybody not played a Metal Gear game? I'm looking at you down there.
She should play the first one on PlayStation.
No, GameCube.
Oh, the Sons of
Twin
Liberty.
Snakes.
Twin Snakes. Sons of Liberty is for Twin Snakes. Yes, I have an emulator of that.
I say go.
I have the real one. Yes. And what? I have it on GameCube.
I did not. I was not going to pay $70 for it.
Now it's like $80 or $90. Try again. It's like $200. Well, last time I looked it was $200. About a few months ago it was $120. But yeah, I think I paid $100 for it.
Yeah, play Twin Snakes.
It's one of my favorite games of all time. I love the original one, but there's just something about how over the top Twin Snakes was. Oh, that's you're pulling a Camelot 331 here. Have you ever watched his stream when he does the naked snake? That is a weird thing. We're not here to do that.
Oh.
Excuse me, just get prepared for that one.
He's like, yeah.
Oh.
And then they were saying that they're going to do a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, which I'm hyped. It's so cool.
Again, I made a video about that. I'm plugging myself all over the place. Whoa, wait. There's rumor that they're going to make Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, Metal Gear Solid 1 remake, and then a Metal Gear Solid 4 remaster. Those were the 3 rumors. Nobody wants 2, apparently.
Well, okay, I was one of those in that band camp where I'm like, I don't want to play as this Ryzen guy or what was his original? I can't remember. Raiden. I'm sorry, Raiden. That's how much I played Resident. That's how much I played.
Ryzen was
Metal Gear.
Isn't that the GPU?
Ryzen's the GPU. But I don't know. How do you guys feel? I didn't know about that they're going to do a potential remake of 1, and then a refresh of
rumors. All rumors.
I think 3, maybe. But remember, remember, and I still need to get this. They put Metal Gear Solid 3 on the 3DS, dude.
Yep.
So.
Yep. The thing is, what I think is going to happen.
Maybe we get that one, dude.
It makes sense. It makes sense to make Metal Gear Solid 3 because it's technically canonically first in the Metal Gear storyline. Mm-hmm. So, but did you guys did anybody play Metal Gear Solid 5?
I did. I played the whole thing.
I didn't like it.
No.
They went to this open world route.
It's just I like linear.
Directed
for
by
Metal Gear.
Hideo Kojima, produced by Hideo Kojima, written by Hideo Kojima. After
Until the
every
end.
chapter, it was like a movie.
Until the
Credits.
And then they removed him. And then he's making what is it? Walking Simulator with Norman Reedus.
It had,
Yeah.
I think Metal Gear 5 had its moments, but you play this like Venom Snake that's not even real Snake, like
Right.
you're Jason Bourne or something, and that you start off that way, and I'm like, how does he know how to like beat everybody up like this and do all these things? And it had its moments. Near the end, it started dragging, but I will say the final fight was kind of terrifying. I don't know what those machines were called or those bio machines were, but it was pretty terrifying. Other way, it fizzled. It was fairly lackluster, but it's not one of my recommendations. You don't have to play it.
Interesting.
But I would say I'm hyped for the new Silent Hills. Both
Yes.
the Silent Hill 2 remake, that's a day one for me. Day one. And then what's the new Silent Hill called?
I forget, but I know.
Josie, have you played any Silent Hill game?
I was just gonna ask her.
You like survival horror, though, because the Silent Hill 2 will mess you up. Even the first one.
I am such a wimp about pretty much everything, so I don't know, but maybe.
Have you played any Resident Evil game?
I've dabbled, and then it was really, really, really horrifying, so I stopped.
Oh, then she's not going to. Silent
Hey,
Hill 2 is a.
Look who showed up! Look who showed up!
Hey,
Look at
Ninja
that.
Titles!
Oh, I didn't think
Silent
you'd be
Hill
able
all
to
day.
make it.
Ninja Titles, I think his is Silent Hill 3, right? He really, really liked Silent Hill 3. He and I have gone back and forth. I'm Silent Hill 2, he's Silent Hill 3, and I think that's to each their.
I like Silent Hill 2 the best, I think,
Me
but I
too.
did like 3.
Evil Within was the first Evil Within was phenomenal.
See,
And if they're making a third one, which I think
I never
they
played
are,
2, so I can't compare it.
2 went open world. It went 2 open world. And it's like I respect where they were trying to go with it, but I just didn't get the same enjoyment that I had from the first Evil Within because there were things in there that were just messed up, and it was great. I used to have a copy of Silent Hill 4. I can't remember what happened to it. I own it. I have it.
You stole it.
I physically have his copy. But to be fair,
Oh wow!
when I used to go to the when I lived in Milwaukee, there was a game recyclery place that I got so many good deals on. Ninja Turtles probably has, aside it from not being wrapped up, the most pristine copy of Silent Hill 1. Absolutely mint. Like there's not a scratch on it. And so
My expensive Silent Hill thing that
and I got
own
it for him. That's all. That's the
is
point.
You guys know the Silent Hill graphic novel on the PSP, the digital novel.
No.
It's a digital novel, but it's played out like. Have you ever seen any of the like the Metal Gear Peace Walker cutscenes? You know how
Yes.
it was like animated like that, but it was still like a comic. It's like that. Apparently,
Like the adult-oriented anime novels that I've downloaded off of Steam for $2.99.
sort of, but they're actually taken from. They actually
There's
hand
only
drawn
one.
like a
I
comic.
only
book.
did one.
Sure
No,
you
but
did.
I got you. Those okay. I got you.
So
Jokes
it's
aside,
like
this-
that. It was a $70 game, but I think right after I got it, it jumped to like 100 something. So I was like, yeah, I paid I think $70 for it, but it's stupid rare. So
So it's good
Got
for
it.
the collection.
It's not bad.
But what's the new Silent
yes,
Hill
Eternal
called?
Darkness. I'm sorry, but
Go for it.
I want to say Shojay World. He says, or they.
Tension.
I wish. What? I wish somebody would pick up and update Eternal Darkness from the GameCube. Yes, one of the greatest games. There's such a long story about what happened to the spiritual successor to that game, and it's something we could talk about on an entirely separate podcast on its own. But yes, I love Eternal Darkness. I have that on my GameCube. It is epic. Epic. Have any of you guys played it?
Pachinko machines, huh?
What?
I'm gonna throw controllers at you. Yes.
Well, Konami
That's
likes
what I
to
thought.
take their IPs and turn them into pachinko machines
They
with
did.
amazing animations.
They do.
Yeah, I saw the Silent Hill one was pretty sick.
Look at the Metal Gear one. They did
I
redid
never
all
saw
the
the
animations for Metal Gear 3. But I don't want to ask what that. Oh, okay, never mind. I get it now.
I was gonna say, what the hell are we looking at?
It was a little too far from the camera.
First, I thought I was like,
Can you
one
see
of
what it
those-
is now?
For a second, yeah, it's the
Cute
the-
America. Yeah,
America, yeah. Yeah, I can't sing the rest of that song.
that movie, by the way, is really
You see
It-
the-
it's-
the one who
really
hasn't
funny.
seen
Yeah.
Team America.
America, yeah, I can't sing that song.
I can't-
Yeah, I love that one. Anything by Matt and Trey from South Park? Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for it. I love South Park.
I'll say, why not? Can't go wrong.
Yeah, there's a new South Park game coming out. I can't wait for that.
I need to finish the second one, which is way better than the first one.
Yeah,
That's
the
something
first one was good, but Fractured Butthole is really good. Yeah, I beat it when it came out, and it came with the first one for free. I went back and played the first one. I was like, oh, the second one's so much better.
So much.
So good.
Not
Josie,
hard.
did you play Did you play that game by any chance?
The South. I know. I remember when they came to the Switch, though. I
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say
watched
they're
a
on the
playthrough of it. I didn't end up playing it, but I think it's
Are you-
funny.
Are you a South Park fan?
Oh yeah. It's pretty good. That Rick and
What was-
Morty. That's what I live off of.
I tried. I could not get into Rick and Morty.
It's
I
awesome.
really
Pirates of the
tried.
Pancreatus, dude. Come on, dude.
My best friend, you guys might have
What?
seen him on the channel. He goes by Lich. Wow, he hasn't been on a video in almost a year, but he was one who recommended that to me. So my wife and I, we downloaded, I think, no, because buying an episode, it was on sale on Amazon, so we bought the first season for the same price as buying a single episode. So we just bought the whole season, and we tried to watch like 4 episodes, and we just, both of us went, I can't. I can't. So I tried, and I just didn't find it funny.
I don't know. I feel like you got to get past the first season, kind of, and then
That's
it's
what
really
everybody says.
good. Yeah.
That's Lit says, oh, start with the second season, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. No, it
You
took
don't
me
really-
a second too.
You really don't have to, because the way that they make the show, like, there's like an infinite universe of Rick and Morty's. So like anything can happen. It's so like so many different things.
It's so good.
They just
But-
like uncanonize and recanonize every episode like all the time. It's really good. So like really you
Yes.
can jump in wherever.
Yeah,
But what about now that the co-creator who did both their voices
Yeah.
got fired
They're
because
finding-
of
Dude.
being a
Yeah.
I heard,
So-
and that's just really disappointing. Are there facts? Are there actual like, hard evidence now? that came
he
to
did
fruition?
my Miami Geeks Gabe down here did a video covering that. Go check out that video on his channel.
Yeah.
I'll tell you everything.
Supposedly on early 2020, they had they had calls in from cops and stuff like that. They just didn't really say anything about it.
Good night,
it was under
John.
investigation. It was
Sorry,
under-
John's leaving. I just said good night in chat.
Night, John.
But yeah, heavy investigations, and they're bringing it up to light now. But because of all this is kind of too close to home, and a lot of things are kind of like coming up because of it. So he dropped out of he just dropped out. He just said, "That's it. You know what? This is happening." So he kind of like cut cords with everybody.
I heard they fired him.
Well, they cut him from certain shows, from certain TV programming, but he cut off from everybody. He's like, "That's it. I'm out." He dropped out.
Even the game studio, right?
Yes, even the game studio. Which he was like,
You get
I was like,
for being a predator. Like I don't know what
Yeah.
else to say. Like
Don't be a
Dude,
bad
he-
person.
yeah,
he
exactly.
kept the girl, his, well, I'll say his girlfriend, because that's what she was at the time, beat her and kept her inside the house and making sure that she doesn't leave the house. That's from what they said in the news. And then they make sure that she didn't say nothing. Once they broke it off, she came out and said it, but it was like the bruises healed and all that, but the damage is done.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're trying to find.
I didn't realize it went that far. That's terrible.
Neither did I.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no good. No good.
No, man. I'm sorry. Rick Sanchez, not good. Not good.
Well, did you know there was a guy in South? There was a guy named Rick Sanchez on Channel 7 back in the day.
Yeah.
Now he's up on a news station up here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In Central Florida. Yeah, this is where he moved to.
Bastard. He left Miami.
And then another lady from NBC down there, NBC6. Her name was Martha Sigalski. I know that's a weird one, but you might know it if you've ever watched NBC. Blonde. She's up here too. I was like, wait a minute. I remember that name from back in the day, and I googled it. I was like, yeah, she was on NBC down there. Tangent. All right, not about video games. Let's wind it back. Okay. So weren't we supposed to be talking about Metal Gear and Castlevania and all that?
Yeah,
it's good if they make it. There we go. Move on.
The Konami E3. So I guess, I don't know, to sum it up, I think there's a lot to look forward to from Konami, and I'm looking forward to it. It's been a minute and a half, Shell, dude, before Konami, because think about it. Metal Gear, they screwed Hideo, and people were like, forget you, Konami, and then they kind of went pachinko, and now we're getting it.
Thanks for joining us, Nintendo Memories. I appreciate that. So
I'm looking forward to it.
If you guys could pick a 3D Castlevania or a 2D Castlevania as the new one, what would it be?
2D.
Yep. 2D.
The 2D one looks the most fun, even though I haven't played any of them. But the 3D ones kind of throw me off.
You gotta play one. Okay. I would say the one that's on the Switch right now for the Genesis, it's one of the harder ones, the Bloodlines, but it's a really good one. If not, pick up the Castlevania Collection on Switch. That's what I have it on. I would recommend it hands down. Such fantastic games. Otherwise, buy the Castlevania Advance Collection. In my opinion, those are the best Castlevania games. That's a controversial hot take, but I think the Game Boy Advance ones are the best Castlevanias.
I would say yes. You're right.
I would say 2D. It depends on the like Castlevania that's like in its bloodline. Get it?
Yeah.
It's no? Okay. I think a Castlevania game, like you can just make side scrollers look so good in a 2D format.
Especially in 4K. Think about how crisp that'll look.
Nice.
Like, look how we could do it like Turtles, or we could do it like Streets of Rage 4. I think doing the Streets of Rage 4 graphics where it's crisp, hand-drawn instead of the pixelated might look even better. So, but I think we should get a 2D, but they're probably going to do big AAA 3D. So,
probably easier to make though. You just create 3D assets and just kind of loop but I mean essentially you do the same thing, but
2D's easier. Pixel art is so much easier unless they're going hand-drawn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where my mind always goes. It's like hand-drawn. So, I mean, we'll see.
I've done it.
I guess we'll just see.
It's the hand-drawn is not easy. Doing pixel art, it's tedious, but it's technically less work. So,
all right.
Hey. Oh wow! So what else do we got? We covered mainly the topics that we were going to touch on. We actually touched on the Nintendo one. Now, one thing I do want to say, ask you guys, all of you, especially Josie, since her channel's like Nintendo focused. With the Nintendo Switch Online updates, we've gotten Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, and Game Boy. What games do you guys want to see come to it?
I think, I want to see GameCube, but I don't think that's going to happen. But with Advanced, I feel like getting more of the Mario RPGs would be great. Because like Bowser's... Actually, I don't know if that was on the
wasn't that DS? Bowser Side Story?
Yeah, I think so.
Was that DS? There was one on the Game Boy Advance, yeah.
There's one more that isn't on it yet, so I think that'd be cool. And like Golden Sun is coming in the future. I'm super excited to play that because I have not. That's exciting.
one of the greatest RPGs of all time, made by
That's what everybody
Camelot,
says.
which is the same company that made Shining Force, the original Shining Force 1 and 2. For those of you who didn't know, I love Shining Force. Big fan of the Shining Force series on Sega. But, Golden Sun. The only thing is, I never got to play. I own Shining Golden Sun 2, but my code from Golden Sun 1, when you put it into the new game, didn't work. Yeah, apparently I had a defective copy and couldn't exchange it because the game technically still worked.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if we were to add a system to the Nintendo library, give me Dreamcast. Give me Dreamcast.
That's interesting because there is Genesis.
I like it. He brings up a very good point. Like, I can't really comment too much on what to bring portable, like with Advance and new games for Game Boy and stuff like that. But bring some, dude. The Dreamcast is one of my favorite consoles of all time.
Dude,
Agreed.
there's a number of games there you guys could play. I mean, we can go from Crazy Taxi to the Power Stone series.
Yeah.
God, I mean, it can go on. And
Spawn in the Demon's
Sega
Hand,
Bass Fishing,
Shenmue,
Tennis 2K,
Seaman.
Sonic.
oh my God,
I loved semen, dude. I
Really?
would take care of my semen every morning before, like, I was in middle school. All right. I'm just ignoring you guys. I would take care of my semen in the morning and feed him and everything like that. I would talk to him. He was so nice, and you could ask him questions and he'd respond. But think
He
about
does,
it.
dude, right? He's like, how you
I'll tell
feeling?
you how advanced semen was when it came out. Okay, it was cool because you had the little microphone in the memory card, right? And
This is what I deal with, Josie.
When-
This is
when-
what I deal with. Hey, and if you join, this is what you'll deal with.
Yay.
Wow.
Oh, don't
She's
sound
like,
so
"Oh,
excited there, Josie. So what was
all right,
cool,
we got to find a replacement for her next week.
when you get your semen to start talking to you, like, he would ask me questions. He's like, "What's your favorite movie?" And at the time, like, I was like, "The Matrix." And I should tell you, dude, you know what he says to me? Well, it'd be great if we could all dodge bullets. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like,
Okay.
how big of a memory bank did they put in the semen?"
All right, let's do this. And they can bring back semen right now, and they upload everything that's going on right now, everything. I would like to talk to my semen and tell them everything I want to know.
You put dude. What if they remade semen with Chat GPT, dude?
Semen on your phone.
Dude,
You might
what do
want to
do?
clean that off.
Semen? Just all up in your phone and stuff. I'm telling you, yo, Nick, we got
Good
something.
night, everybody.
Something's going on here with semen, dude. I'll tell you a couple things.
Hey, hot and sticky, guys.
This
Stay tuned.
this is gonna get. This is the
feel it.
conversation that gets a shadow ban. This is the one.
After we show them the semen, like, guys,
Semen
It's
was
It's a game.
and is a really good game. I tried looking on to get the microphone and everything. Very, very expensive, very rare.
Well,
Yeah.
I found it. My local game store had it, but the thing is, they had it without the complete mic. Like, the mic didn't have the fuzz. I didn't
Yeah,
expect
you need
it
the
to,
fuzz. That's the thing.
but it was missing the plug or something like that. It had the mic, but it didn't have the thing that plugged into the controller. I think something else was missing, and I was like, for that price, I just couldn't do it. And then another local game store had it complete, but it was a Japanese version.
yeah, the one.
like eBay.
So you can't really talk to the Japanese seaman.
You sure about that,
You know what? I got no comment. No comment. I don't.
I
Josie? Anything?
Josie,
No?
you have anything to say, Mama? Because this is just bad. This is bad.
Have you played any Dreamcast games?
yeah.
No, I have not.
You should. You should.
I want to. It seems like a really cool console. I
There's
just
some
like.
really Jet Grind
I'm-
Radio, Jet Set Radio.
I'm gonna throw Josie out there, and I'm gonna go. The Dreamcast was discontinued before she was born.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
probably.
It was
But I think-
discontinued
I
at
think
the end of 2001.
Oh, well,
They
then
already
yes.
they discontinued it that fast. I remember importing mine from Japan and had it a year later.
NHL
than everybody else.
2K2 was the last game that officially came out, and it was between March and May, somewhere there.
Well, the downfall was the fact that you could just take a game,
Rip
rent it
everything,
from
yeah.
and rip it.
No,
And
and the
most
coolest thing about the Dreamcast, at least my opinion, the memory card alone, you could play it on the go as well.
That was great. The VMU was fantastic.
Little Tamagotchi pet.
Yeah,
It's
Right
funny that I just made a reference in one of my videos that there are kids, there are people, there are full-grown adults that are alive now that have never seen a Sega console on a shelf, not including the mini ones that just recently came out. Yep. Have not seen a Sega console on shelves. And it just blew my mind. Because I remember when I went to the my local Target, and that's where I got my Dreamcast. And I remember it clearly. And I'm like, wow, that was... I think I got mine in 2000.
I got a new one back in like 2016, 2017 because my neighbor had a garage sale. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what do you want for this? He's like, you just have it. I go, are you serious? I'm like, let me give you like 10 or 15 bucks. He's like, no, you can just have it. And so I tried to power it on. It wasn't working.
I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
I opened it up. I adjusted the laser. No
You
problem.
would.
I'll work on that thing. You have no idea. Like, I'm dying right now, to look for a garage sale anywhere nearby and find a Neo Geo in the shelf.
I own a Neo Geo arcade, and
That's
I
awesome.
refurbished it.
And it's amazing
Nice.
because I'm pretty sure your board has the jammer.
Yes,
the board is called
the
jammer.
JAMA.
Yeah, and those
2 slots.
go inside the freaking Neo Geo itself as well, which is phenomenal.
It's
And I'm like,
amazing. Good luck finding one, man.
Josie,
I'm
do you
gonna
know
find
what we're talking about?
I know what the Neo Geo is. Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, wait,
They made a Neo Geo Mini recently. I
I
almost
have
picked
one of
that
those.
up. I almost
Yeah,
got that.
It was on sale on Amazon for $30,
Oh,
and that's what I bought it for.
wow.
Yeah, RGT85 made a video. He's like, oh, I just ordered it, and he's like, it's on sale on Amazon right now. It was like $25-$30, something stupid, and I went, buy, and I bought it. But it doesn't come with.
Metals,
I
just
had
for
to get the
Metal Slug
HDMI
alone.
adapter
Oh my
There-
god.
because
Yes.
connected to a TV, you have to get an HDMI mini or micro thing to plug it in, and then get the adapter, and then you have to order the Neo Geo controller to get a full controller. Otherwise, you're the joystick like that. It's the weirdest thing trying to play King of Fighters and Fatal Fury and stuff, but it was really cool for $30.
My dad was huge into it, and so I made this little Raspberry Pi thing when I think I was like 15. But I put a bunch of old Neo Geo arcade games on there. I don't necessarily know them, but I've played a lot of them because
They have a
of
good
that.
library. They're very
Yeah.
Neo Geo has a lot of fighting games.
Yeah.
Hello there,
Bubble
Kamen Rider 64. Yeah, we're having a good night. We're enjoying ourselves talking. I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, this is another good conversation night. I think we had an interesting bit of discussion about semen.
Well, I'm interested on what Josie thinks is going to happen with the Nintendo Switch, with the console with the console as a whole, and what we kind of discussed about mainly last week. Like, what's where do you think the future of the Switch is going to? Are we going to see a new Switch next year? Is it going to be backwards compatible? What's going to happen?
I honestly think we're not going to see a new Switch until like at least 2 years, which I think is a different opinion than a lot of people have. But I just feel like Nintendo fully just doesn't care, and they have never.
When you
done
say 2
the
years,
right-
you mean 2 years from now, like 2025?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I think in 2025 they might announce it, and then it might come out at the end or something.
Sorry.
I
That's-
know it's a I don't think it's the take that a lot of people have.
Because
I
that
just-
would make the console 8 years old.
I know.
That's-
And the hardware, 11.
Older, yeah.
The hardware was already 3 years old when it came out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just hard though because it's like Nintendo has never done the smart thing, at least with the Switch. Like they gave us an OLED when everyone wanted a Pro. They just slapped a better screen and they were like, "Here you guys go." And they gave us the light and
Well,
everyone
that
was
made
like,
the GPU were more efficient.
"Yeah, but that was also like an incremental little upgrade that they kind of phased in." And so
It
it's
wasn't
like
quite a Pro. Yeah.
the only thing that I can assume they might do is they might do a small little GPU upgrade to the system itself, like they did. I think because it's like not the 2017 Switch anymore. I think they revamped it a little bit in 2020 and gave it like a new processor thing. So I feel like if they do anything, they do that, and it's barely anything new, and then they just release a new console. And with the new console, I hope to God it's backwards compatible. I think that's so important. And I hope that they continue Switch Online with it, because I feel like they're building something up with this, but I don't know.
Yeah. See, to piggyback on that, what I think they might do is, well, like what you said, I think they're going to take all that and cram it into a possible new Switch Lite, and Switch Lite being the carryover, and the new Nintendo system will be a brand new console, and it'll have new games, new everything, because in order to make games play on the new console, it's a pain making that Tegra GPU games compatible with the new GPU. So they might make an incremental upgrade to the Switch Lite, so you can still play all your Switch Lite games. That'll be the handheld going forward, and then a brand new console.
You think we're going to get a home console and they're not going to stick with hybrid?
I would like them to. A lot of people think it's smart, but Nintendo always comes out of left field. Look what they did with the from the Nintendo 64 to GameCube, the mini disc, and then we went from that to the Wii with all waggly motion controls, and then to the Wii U with that gimmicky touchpad.
I'm waiting for the gimmick.
So different.
I'm waiting for the next gimmick.
What's the gimmick?
I think
same thing with the handhelds.
Yeah, the thing that Nintendo has done well, though, is that they introduce a gimmick, and then they kind of make that a staple going forward. Like with N64, what I mean by this is N64, they bring Rumble. They put Rumble in the GameCube, right? They did?
Yeah.
What's funny
so then they did that.
Yeah.
So many people have made that point, but their point is not Rumble. It's the 3D sticks and 3D gameplay.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Because it's funny that you said that, because I just heard someone say the exact same thing the other day.
Yeah.
You're on point there with that.
So that, and then when we go to the Wii, it was like that whole thing was motion controlled, but then that turned into gyro, which is a huge thing now for the Splatoon community. The Wii U was weird, and it basically was a prototype of the Switch with that screen, and now you can just detach it from the console. So I'm thinking that maybe the hybrid thing stops becoming such a gimmick with this new thing, becomes a staple, and then there's some new random thing that doesn't really make a lot of sense that is the next big gimmick. That's just in my head, though.
Facts right there.
I think, Josie, you're onto
something.
You're onto something, but at the same time, Nintendo is going to be scared, though. After they did the Wii, and they jumped on the Wii U, and the Wii U failed on them, they were pretty much putting all their money into the Wii U, and it failed them. So the Switch was pretty much their safe point. They're like, fuck it, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with the Switch.
Shadow Band, steaming in the F-bomb. We're done. Yeah. Good night, everybody. No.
Back it in.
So, just move on. Just move on.
What happens with the Switch? And being that the Switch became a great successor, they kept just kind of doing things with the Switch. The Switch Lite, Switch OLED. So they're gonna try to keep going with that Switch mentality until it runs dry, which is kind of getting there now. So I'm pretty much waiting for like a new version of the Switch. Technically, I'm not sure.
My gut tells me they're just gonna do a new version of the Switch, but maybe I know like this whole.
It's just too successful.
That's what I hope it is. I mean, I hope.
Why doesn't NVIDIA do a proprietary... Well, see, they got to play fair so that there could be compatibility with other console games to get put on the Switch, right? So you can't make... You can, but I'm getting ahead of myself. If they made a proprietary piece of hardware just to have the backwards compatibility with regular Switch games... But like I was getting ahead... I was putting the
horse
carriage
before the
ahead
wagon.
Of the horse.
Wagon before the horse? Yeah.
Wagon before the horse here. Back to Splatoon 3, though. Josie, do you play with the gyro sense?
Oh, yeah. I've got absolutely insane with that. I didn't on Splatoon
might have to do that.
1 and 2, but then in 3 I switched, and it's way better.
Is it better? Because in 2, I'm not feeling this. I can't.
Yeah, you have to do that switch.
Gyro with that game.
That's what you'd think. You just have to really it's a hard week where you get used to it, but once you get it like clicks, and then it's really fun.
So
and
what?
Make
you
sure you have like a pro
this?
controller. No, because you don't move it often. Like you want to pretty much only do it for very small motions.
I'm gonna have to do that. I mean, I play the game every day, so and I'm usually top 1 or 2 when regardless if we win or lose. But then I get put in some matches where I get absolutely destroyed, and I'm thinking, do I switch to the sensor? Because I just play with the joysticks, and I'm a mouse and keyboard guy anyways.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to play any shooter with a controller.
I need to go back to that game. I forgot what came out. That I think it was Pokemon. When it came out, it took my attention away. And well, I think I love Pokemon, but the new Pokemon sucked. So that's my hot take.
I had no interest
Scarlet,
in playing
I
it.
don't know if you wanted to hate again, man, because you're gonna get all the Pokemon lovers just after you.
Yeah.
With you, man.
I
No,
was
I'm not
I
the
was
only
just
one.
getting
All the
off
big
at,
channels. The only reason it sucks is the performance. There's so many glitches. There's so many problems that I couldn't
prior to
deal with the issues.
Arceus, right? And then what was the one before that? Was
Sword
Brilliant
and
Diamond
Shield.
and Shining Pearl.
yeah, I ended up I played Pearl.
And then before that, it was Sword and Shield. I love Sword. I like.
I
Shield
liked
was
I
the
liked
first
Pearl.
Pokemon game my wife played and beat.
Wow.
It was a good
Yeah.
game.
And then I got us the Diamond and Pearl. I got her the Pearl. She was like, it's a little different, and I think she started it but never finished it. And I was
That
like,
was a lazy port. That was such a lazy port.
The thing is, I beat Diamond back in the day, and I'm like, I really didn't feel like. I was like, hey, nostalgia, 6-7 hours, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't.
So,
Just can't. I'm not gonna sit
Pokemon's
there
a-
and look at Pokemon and stuff like that. Just can't.
I had a good time with this new one because you could play it with people online, and
Fat
the
Pikachu.
performance was the performance was
Oh,
terrible, but the actual game, what was under all that performance, was pretty fire.
It was pretty.
See,
I also heard
I
it was
couldn't
pretty
get
buggy.
past the performance
Yeah.
issues. Yeah. I couldn't
Like,
get past
literally-
that.
Yeah, that's like the only way to enjoy it is you have to look past them. Like I just started laughing at them,
tried.
and me and my friends just thought it was funny after a while. And I also had a
The
good time.
characters in the
'cause it
background
was
where
like-
they're moving. Oh,
like an NBA game on PlayStation 1 with the crowd.
Yeah.
yes,
yeah,
yes,
like
that's
what
how
they
they
look like.
move.
Oh my gosh.
That's what the
And
Pokemon
then-
look like when they're like supposed to be like out in nature. It's the funniest thing.
Oh man, that's rough.
And the grass would appear and disappear and reappear. It's just, and then
I
sometimes the
fell
camera
through
in the
the
battle.
planes.
Oh, see, I
Now we're
never did
starting
that,
to
but
sound
I've
like
seen
a
pictures.
Star Citizen game.
Pretty bad.
Don't,
It's
don't
really
get me
bad.
started on Star Citizen. I could talk all night about that one. I don't know if you guys know what's up about Star Citizen.
I had a friend who was really big into that when they originally released the beta. I don't know how many years ago.
Oh, it's not even it's not even beta. It's still an alpha build.
That's still alpha.
Jesus.
They started the game back in 2012-ish,
Yeah,
2013.
something like that.
It's
Yeah.
still alpha, and to buy like really good ships are going to cost you $150 real world money. These people don't know what the hell they're doing in development, but we could maybe save that for another.
We
topic.
should, but
Yeah,
we,
yeah.
we
We can
should.
have a whole cast on that game.
We
but
can have a little
I digress.
chat about that.
You know my favorite PC game,
Hmm.
Stanley Parable, and now it's on Switch.
It's so good.
So good.
Stanley Parable is so good.
Josie, if you haven't played Stanley Parable, pick up your Switch, download it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
because
is-
Switch has the deluxe version, right, with the extra
Yes.
things.
Yes,
You can
I
keep
bought
playing
on
it,
the
playing it
Switch.
different ways, and it's gonna end different each and every time.
Yep.
That
such a
Portal
good
2,
game.
Portal 2, I
Portal
was
2
going
is
to stream-
fire.
Oh, it's one of my well. There's a there. We finally have a game in common. I think we've all played. Portal 2 is one of my favorite games of all
Portal
time.
2 is great.
Me too.
I prefer the first one, just
You're out
because
of
of
your
the
mind.
I'm
don't
gonna
get me
tell you
wrong,
why.
The first one's
the
good.
song. The song. That's why.
The cake is
The
a
cake-
lie.
Yeah, the song.
There is
Because I
there's
have
a-
that
there's a-
song in Rock Band.
There's a way to get to a room with a cake in Portal 2, but you have to like break the game to get to it. I mean, I would just go online and look at it, like how the person
I'd rather
does
do
it.
that.
Yeah, just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just watch it. I'm too lazy. At this point, at the age I'm at, I'm too lazy to do that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
me
not
too.
gonna lie. When I was in my 20s, sure, I didn't care. I would do all that stupid stuff. But yeah,
Or even like games that have
mm.
second endings, and even though you're at like the one part, like the like this is it, you can't
YouTube it.
point of no return, and then it
Yeah.
takes like 15, 20 minutes to beat the boss, and it's like, well, if I made this decision, I'll have a different ending, and then I'm like,
You know the last game I did that with? Mass Effect 3.
oh, you have to do with Mass Effect
Yeah.
3, dude.
Got
I
all
was
3
the
endings,
biggest,
and then the DLC get the 4th ending.
dude. I was the biggest POS in Mass Effect.
I'm
was
super good guy.
Beard.
I'm Captain
you went,
America in that
you went Paragon. I renegade
Super Paragon.
everything. I was
Super
shooting
Paragon.
my best friends and killing them, dude.
You know how much I wanted to do that? I went through a second playthrough and I just killed everybody. I didn't finish it because I felt like a bad person.
I shot Rex with a shotgun off a balcony. Samara, I committed her to. I convinced her to commit suicide. Bro,
I didn't even know you could do that.
I shot Morton in the back.
Good
and
job.
stopped the genophage. Dude,
Okay.
I was terrible.
I stopped
My eyes
it
were glowing.
without killing anybody.
Cracks in my face that were glowing. People would just give me shit. People just give me stuff because I was scared when I
think
would go to
that's
the
an okay
store.
word. Can we check? Is that an okay word?
Is that okay
You?
word?
It's okay.
Okay, it's okay.
Anyways, okay.
Honestly, man, if you were in the
Going
dark
off on a
side,
tangent again.
Oh,
This is
thanks,
my
Kamen
fault.
Rider. That's a lot of Power Ranger stuff back there.
this guy right here, huge. I shot the guy in the back, made him commit suicide.
Dude,
All right,
I
good
was
thing.
terrible, bro. I felt terrible afterwards.
Yeah, you know what? Just because I can, I think I'm going to go back and play through. Like I started Mass Effect 1, and then I'm in that part in Mass Effect 1 where I got stuck the first time in the Citadel, where I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't remember how I beat this part.
It takes
And
like
it's
6-7 hours to get that
You
game
beat
going.
that. In the Citadel, there's one part where you have to go do something, but they don't tell you where. You just kind of got to find it. And I remember getting stuck there in the original, and it's something so stupid, and I don't remember what it was, and I didn't look it up, so I should
Start the second one, dude. The second one's just much better.
Oh yeah, the second one I think is the best. But
The second one was fantastic.
now I will say in the second one I was a pimp, as my friends would say. I just went from every chick, and I just made
Did
them.
you romance
argue over me.
Garrus? That's what you did? You romance Garrus? That's
No.
the one guy that I was like, I am not. No one touches Garrus. Nobody.
He was my best friend in the game.
Yeah, he was mine too.
He was my best friend.
He
But I was with what's her name? Oh,
I think I took down a couple girls, dude, in that game. Not gonna lie.
all three.
You did all three. I did two of them.
All three.
I know in the first one I had interspecies relations. That's for sure.
So did I.
I had to.
Josie, have you played Mass Effect? She's just over there laughing. She's
You
like,
could
"These
play
guys
a
are man
female character
whores."
and romance the men. It's if you're into science fiction and RPGs, it's a really good game. I just suggest starting with Mass Effect 2, if that's the case. Because there's a collection that you can probably get for cheap now.
Yeah, you can get
would
it. It's on. I was actually at Target the other day. If I'm not mistaken, it's the one not too far from you, and then they had it on sale for like $6. It was
No
a
way, really?
$5.95
For
Wow.
what? For
Wow.
Switch?
for no, it was on Xbox.
Oh.
So, but I was like, if I didn't already have it, yeah, I was like, oh, there's no reason for me to buy it again.
Yeah.
So, but it's such a great franchise until Andromeda.
Oh, I didn't play that. My buddy Interlace did. He's like, it's rough, dude. He's like, I put
Oh,
so
that's-
many hours.
That's your friend in the chat?
He was in here earlier. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's still hanging. Yeah. He's like, he essentially was like, it's pretty rough, but I gotta finish it. And he finished it. He's like, yeah, I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I played a couple hours and I'm like, this is just awful. It feels like a completely different team that made it.
It was probably rushed, you know?
So we're at the hour and a half mark. You guys want to keep going? Or
I
you
would
guys,
love-
does everybody want to
I would
sleep?
love to, but you know, I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually jump on. I'm gonna play some Five Nights at Freddy's tonight. I got the.
Yeah, I remember you saying at 10 p.m., which is 9 p.m. your time.
Yeah. I might just go on for like an hour or so and check out Security Breach Five Nights at Freddy's.
Do it.
I
You know,
dude,
I own those games, but I've never played them.
this one looks good. I own like all the Five Nights or FNAFs or what everybody calls it.
Yeah.
And I didn't beat any
Yes,
of them,
I've played Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Continue.
but
Kamen Rider.
but no, I've been getting into like subliminal games. So like that's why you'd see me play like Inside the Backrooms or Escape the Backrooms and stuff like that, which is awesome. So I want to check out Five Nights just to get a little bit away from like, because I'm doing, like I said, I do COD in the mornings on TikTok, and then I'll do a lot of Apex on Twitch and stuff, and I just want to get away
Yeah,
from
I see a lot of your Apex stuff.
I'm not as bad as I
I
say
think-
that I am, but you know, I have my moments. It's just it really gets on you. It's a very competitive game. So
I
I'm gonna have to tap out.
I think with that being said, I want to say thank you, Josie, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You know what? Next time, what I'll do is if you decide to join us again, I'll make sure there's more Nintendo topics. I'll go over your channel, see what you cover, and I'll make that. And then I'm gonna you know what? You're gonna talk more because we kind of did overshadow you a little bit. And I would have done
what's he doing Animal Crossing there? Potential new DLC.
Give her a high five.
Oh, you're giving her. Oh,
the others.
Yeah, closer. There you go. See, otherwise I'm just petting her head down there. It's like, and now you're poking him.
Oh, man.
But thank you guys for an awesome second episode. And like I said, Josie, you're welcome to join us anytime you'd like. You can join us next episode. You can join it. Well, that's one thing. Next episode, I don't know when it's going to be because it won't be next week. Like I was telling everybody in a prior video, I do have a surgery next week, so I will not be able to do anything then. Following week, we've got MegaCon, and I don't know the following Thursday, but we're definitely going to try to start the first week of April with with episode 3. So I'll keep in touch with you guys and make sure we do that. Thank you all for watching us out there. All those people who've come and gone, for all you guys that are going to be watching this afterwards, because we do get a lot of people that'll watch this afterwards. And if you do, thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Everybody promote yourself before we end the night. Josie, go ahead.
If you like Nintendo content, I talk all about it on my channel. I mostly do reviews. I just talked about Fire Emblem. That was a crazy experience because I'm not an RPG guy. But yeah, that was fun. And I appreciate you guys, of course, for having me on. This was really cool.
And remember, links to everybody's channels in the description below. Nick?
Yeah, I go by Click to Enlarge. All my social media is Click to Enlarge. So check me out there. I play a lot of shooters, Call of Duty, Apex Legends, but I do mix
his name now.
Yeah, I do mix things up, and sometimes nights I just hang out and chill and I'll do just chatting and while we mess around on stream. So, but yeah, Red Bandana, always a pleasure. Thank you for having me on here.
Awesome. And from moi, if you're trying to find me on Instagram, it's Miami Geek. Now with no S because someone took my S. I'm not mad still, but
not at all.
I'm there, Miami Geek. Also on YouTube, Miami Geeks. And technically, if you guys want to know about what's going on in gaming news and movie news, I'm the guy. So make sure to follow if you want. That's okay. I don't mind. Watch.
Oh, well, gaming news. I'm probably the best. I'm just saying, not trying to say I like his takes. That's one thing I will say. I discovered Miami Geeks because I don't even remember where. I just know that it popped up in my feed and I was like, wait, what? I think it was on Instagram. And then I saw him. He was at SuperCon and I was like, wait, I know this guy. Oh my God, he's in my old neighborhood. Yeah, he was literally at a theater in my old neighborhood. And then I followed and then BS for a while. And then I was like, oh, wow, his stuff's pretty cool. And I think I found Nick over here on Instagram as well. And I think the first time I've ever seen Josie was on Instagram. I think you reached out to me.
Yeah,
for something. And I was like, wait. And then I looked at your Instagram profile and there was like nothing there. And I'm like, wait, what?
It's a bot. She's a bot.
I'm a little worried about my friends finding it, but
so that's why I just kind of went, oh. And then once you messaged me for connection for to get you on here, I went, oh, okay. So it was legit. So I found everybody on Instagram, but they all have great channels. Nick, your upcoming channel, all the stuff that you said you were going to do.
I need to start doing it. I will start doing some gaming news stuff.
PC stuff? You're going to focus on PC? I think you were telling me? Or you think you're going to do all of it?
I'm not sure yet. I do need to be posting more on my YouTube rather than my streams. And like I said, I took a bit of a break using new broadcasting software. I think I'm going to be testing it out tonight, just so the streams keep coming on YouTube as well. Because I'm going to be on YouTube, I'm on Kick, and I'm on Twitch, and I'll be multi-streaming that. So we'll see. I don't know where I'm going to go yet with the news cycle, but
okay. I'll try to get on just to help you out, Vanity, dude.
Yeah.
And thanks for the Common Rider 64. Thanks for the well wishes. I appreciate that. And well, thank you guys so much. And you guys, if you're watching here, you know who I am. It's Logan from Red Bandana Gaming. You can follow us on our socials. Again, all the stuff in the description below. Red Bandana Gaming on Facebook, Instagram, and at RBG_retro, because I couldn't fit it all on Twitter at RBG_retro, where I tweet the twits. And why are they poking me? Stop poking me. Okay. But again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Make sure you turn on notifications so you know when you're going to get all the upcoming Ready to Start podcasts and all my other videos. And subscribe to everybody here. Subscribe to Josie. Subscribe to Miami Geeks. Subscribe to Click to Enlarge, and follow him on the Twitch and the Talk Ticks and all that other TikToks. So there you go. I'm old. No, I do that on purpose. But thank you guys so much. Hopefully you enjoyed this second episode. And, well, I'm going to end it like I end all my videos. Be legendary. Thanks again.
Peace.